Hello. Let's begin our practice today by taking a comfortable seat. As always, you can cross your ankles. If you want to take hero's pose, sit on top of your heels. Bring the soles of the feet together, stretch your legs out. Go ahead, soften the eyes closed. Hands resting on legs or on our torso. Right away, connecting, coming into our breath. Feel it. Continue to focus closely on your breath and your body. Just release those hands back down to your legs. Still focusing on our breath and body as we start to move. So dropping our chin gently to our chest. Begin to roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Nice and easy. Take it up and around the back, over to the left, back down to our chest. Take a few more circles, same direction. Nice and slow. When our chin arrives back down to our chest, reverse, go to the left, around the back, to our right, chest, that direction a few times. When our chin comes back down to our chest, coming back up, rolling the shoulders out of the ears. A couple times. Now take circles of your elbows. So hands on our shoulders. Now take a few big full arm circles. And let those hands stay behind you, touching onto the floor as we lift our chin and chest. As we sit back up, we're going to reverse those circles. So bring those shoulders forward. And now elbows. Those full arm circles. And reaching out in front, folding over the leg. And as we come back up, we'll come into tabletop. Moving through a few rounds, cat and cow. Great point to come back in to breath here. Inhales cow, exhales cat back. Sending our way to tabletop. Stepping our left toes behind us. Opening up little modified side plank. Making sure that knee is really underneath our hip and our wrist is underneath our shoulder. As we reach up, take a few circles in the wrist. And taking some big arm circles. Other way. And we'll draw that left arm by our ear. Begin to float that left leg. From here, we're going to take our elbow to knee with a little bit of a cat back. Inhale, stretching long. Exhale, elbow to our knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow, knee. One more, inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale, stretch. Coming back to tabletop. We're going to switch it out. So right toe, step back. Opening up, modified side plank. Again, check in, shoulder over wrist, hip over knee. Roll it out. Arm circles. Other way. And bringing that right arm by our ear, floating the leg. Now as we exhale, elbow to knee, a little curve in our spine. Inhale, stretching out. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow, knee. One more, stretched out. Elbow to knee. Stretching out back to tabletop. From here, we'll tuck our toes and finding our garland. So as our hands come towards our feet, let those knees open. You get a little curve, let that heavy. Feel free to just hang over here if you want to add a twist. Open that right arm high. Switch, open left. From our garlands, stretching our legs into ragdoll. Soften the heels to the ground. Another great point, check in with our breath. A few more rounds if we want to switch up our hands. Making sure feet come back underneath our hips if they were wider. Hands down, soften our knees, and we'll walk out to take our first down dog. Paddle through. And as we alternate, really trying to press the opposite heel towards the ground. Begin to soften both heels to our mat. And inhale, lifting our heels, rolling through our spine. Try to take kind of one vertebrae at a time towards high plank. Knees can soften as we pull and press back down dog. And lift those heels, using the core, roll through high plank. Knees soften, pull, press back. Last time, lifting the heels. Roll through, high plank, knees soft, pull, stretching back. And now lifting our heels, soften our knees, looking forward. Just kind of feel those hips drop down, lifting chin and chest. And then stretch and release. One more time, lift those heels, bending our knees and try to lift our chin and chest. And stretching, head heavy. Walk those feet all the way up to forward fold. And staying heavy. Rolling all the way up to stand. Sliding shoulders down. We'll inhale, lifting up. When you exhale, hands in the heart center. Steadying our breath. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left foot back, low lunge. Coming light on our fingertips, charging through that left heel. Open arm twist, right arm. Bring that hand to the inside of our right foot and just switch open twist to left. You can look up, side, or down. Bring that hand back down to the inside. We'll quarter turn hands and feet. Option to find a chest expansion here. Release those hands, turning back to our front foot right away. 3-leg down dog. Pull that knee and stretching high. And draw that knee to our nose. Low lunge. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On inhale, rising up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Release right foot back. Low lunge. Charge through our heel. Fingertips to the ground. Open twist the left arm. And release to the inside. Switch. Open the right. Look up, side or down. And release, quarter turn wide, forward fold. Option, other hand, chest expansion. Releasing hands back to front foot. Pull that left knee up, 3-leg down dog. Knee to nose, low lunge, standing, split feet together. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana stretch. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Release the left foot, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, fingertips can float high. See, we can take a little lifting, a big circle in those arms. Reach forward, kind of lean forward. Do that one more time, lifting up. Big circle in your arms. Reach forward, plant those hands, 3-leg down dog. Draw that knee to our nose. Move through, low lunge, little standing splits, feet together. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Release the right foot. Crescent moon. Fingertips can float high. We have that little lift, big circle in the arms. Start to reach forward. Sweep back up. Open the arms, reach forward, plant those hands, 3-leg down dog. Drawing knee to nose, move through lunge, standing splits, feet together. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, taking our crouch and curl, nose to knees. We're going to open arm twist that right hand. Keep that twist as we stand tall and exalted. So right hand down, little back bend, left fingertips towards the ceiling. Glutes engaged. And cartwheel those hands back down, crouch and curl. We'll open twist the left hand. And keeping that twist as we stand tall, little exalted, left hand down, right arm high, glutes engaged. Cartwheel hands back down. This time as we crouch and curl. From here, firmly plant those hands. You can step back to a plank, down dog, or first chaturanga. High to low, steady breath. Meeting up in our down dogs. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling our right leg high. We'll draw that right knee to our right arm. Come forward. Now circle towards the left arm. Cross. Send that leg back up. One more. Open the knee. Come forward to right. Cross to our left. Stretch back up. Knee to nose. Low lunge. Heel down. Warrior two. We're going to flip our palms and inhale. Think of squeezing inner thighs together. Palms touch. Exhale, warrior two. Track that knee over toe. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, warrior two. One more. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, warrior two. Extend side angle. Stay low on that front knee, just reaching back up in the torso and the arms, reverse warrior. Cartwheel our hands down to our front foot, just the fingertips touch. Firm up that right hip back, left hip forward. Coming up to high crescent lunge. We're going to prayer twist, bring that left elbow to our right knee. And then just come back up. And we're going to twist the opposite way over our left shoulder. And as you lean forward, bring your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. But feel that back heel still towards the ceiling. So just twisting in the torso. We can look side. We can even look down. And slowly come back up. Reaching those arms high. If fingertips reach forward, plant those hands, step back, maybe float that right leg, chaturanga. Breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Open that knee, come to our left arm. Cross to the right arm, cross the body, reaching up. Again, open the knee, come forward to the left. Cross to the right, reaching up. Come through low lunge. Back heel down, warrior two. When you're ready, think of inner thigh squeeze, reaching up, palms face together. And then press palms, track that front knee. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, warrior two. One more. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, warrior two. Keep extending into side angle. Legs stay. Just lift the chest, arms, reverse warrior. Hands cartwheel. Just think of fingertips touching the floor. Turn that back heel high. Firm those hips up. High crescent lunge. We'll take our prayer twist to our left. Right elbow towards our knee. Come forward. And then just lifting our chest back up. Opposite twist towards the right. Bring that left elbow to the inside of our left knee. Keep that back heel lifted. Right hip is pointing down. Coming back up. Arms reach high. Reaching forward. Plant those hands. Step or float that leg. Chaturanga high to low. Over up dog. Finding our down dog. Inhale, lift those heels. Look forward, bend the knees. Maybe try a little float. Halfway lift, top of our mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, knees soften, reaching up. We'll start to pull that left knee into our chest. Press up, one leg Tadasana. We'll open that knee out, taking it to our tree. First one leg balance here. Finding that steady focus. Play around with the arms a little bit. Weight into our back heel. We're going to find our arms reaching forward. We'll bring that left knee back towards our chest and squeeze that knee in. We're going to kick that left heel out, holding that leg here. We're going to keep shoulders over hips. Keep reaching those hands forward. Just float those left heels down towards the floor. We're going to start to bend into our right knee, kind of pull our hips back. You can kind of start to reach your chest forward. Maybe hands wrap around that left foot. Finding a stretch through that left side, reaching here. And then we're going to slowly reverse, lifting our chest back up. As we lift that left knee, bending that leg in. Step that foot down, finding our chair, soften into both knees. And we're going to switch, lift that right heel first, pull the knee to our chest, slowly stand tall. When we're ready, we can begin to open that right knee out, finding our tree. Listen everything towards the middle. One leg balance. Tree is a great one because we take it pretty often. Really make sure that you breathe whenever you're trying to balance. You really find that focus. When you're ready, those arms can reach forward. We'll bring that right knee back to our chest. Try to stay tall as we start to kick that right leg out. Holding here. Slowly float that right heel down. As it touches the floor, we can start to kind of bend our left knee forward, hips back, keep reaching forward, chest can come forward. Maybe here, or hands can reach towards that right foot. Finding a little deeper stretch if we need. Slowly reverse, bringing our chest back up. Bend that right knee and float that foot up. And release forward fold. Take a halfway lift. Options, chaturangas, takes planks, down dogs if you want to take a little hop to take it, or step back. From down dog, we'll inhale, right leg high. Crossing right away to our left arm. We're going to hold that knee into our chest. So you open towards our modified side plank here. Or maybe start to kick that leg out. Think of that same thing we were just in. Knee in, one leg Tadasana, or kicking that foot out. Rebend our knee, pull it in, stretch back up. Right knee comes forward, low lunge, warrior two. This time we'll straighten that right leg, hips can slide back, reaching out and down. Taking this first triangle. A little softness in our right knee. Knee can even bend more if we need to lift us up. Reverse triangle. Cartwheel hands, fingertips touch our floor. Turn that back heel high. Firm up the legs. High crescent lunge. Warrior twist to our right. Elbow touching knee. Using our core to just come back up. Alternate that twist to our left. Elbow to the inside. Coming back up, arms reaching high, reaching forward, take it into our standing splits all the way, rock that way forward, stretching high. Start to bend that right knee so left toes can touch down, low lunge. Plant the hands, three legs down dog. Bend that knee, holding here, three leg down dog. Or you can start to flip around, taking our back bend, pressing hips high. If we flipped, come back around. Three leg down dog, release. Find a full round of breath. Inhaling our left leg up, crossing to our right arm. Hold that leg. Spin open into our side plank. Squeeze that knee in. Or try to kick that leg out. Bend that knee in. Stretch back up. Left knee to nose. Low lunge. Warrior two. When you're ready, you can begin to straighten that front knee. First triangle this side. Just soften that front knee a little bit more to lift you up. Reverse triangle. Curling those hands. Fingertips touch down, spin that back heel. Firm up the legs to rise up. Prayer twist to our left. Come back up, legs stay. Just twist torso to right. Left elbow to the knee. Coming back up, reach those arms high. Reaching forward, standing splits, rock forward, float up. Keep bending that left knee so right toes touch down. Plant those hands, three leg down dog. Bending heel to our hip, stay here or flip around, take your back bend. From back bends, flip around, we'll all find our down dog. Inhale, look forward, lifting heels, bend those knees. Maybe walk, step, float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair, knees soften, reach up. Pulling our left knee into our chest, stand tall, one leg Tadasana. This time we can wrap our hands around that left shin. Kind of squeeze that knee in maybe a little bit closer, or even roll up the ankle. We're going to keep our right hand to our knee, maybe underneath, maybe on top. Keep the focus forward. Just reach the left hand straight out to the side. And then think of finding your twist by pulling your right side forward, your left side back. Gaze can come towards the side. Or look behind us if you want to add a yogi toe lock. Revolve big toe stretch. Keep that heel out. Slowly start to bend your knee. Bring those hands back to the front, reaching forward. We'll kick that left heel out so our heel touches down again. Start to bend into that right knee. Pull those hips back. Now yogi is an option if you want to start to bring those hips lower. Maybe fingertips touch the floor. Maybe you start to just stretch. You can kind of step your feet further apart and taking a little pyramid. If you want to stretch, you want to try to work maybe a little bit more into difficult posture, maybe a little balancing. As we start to bend, we're going to see if we can start to kind of float that left leg. So you're kind of hovering that foot off the floor. Maybe trying to hold there, and you can kind of stand back up, release. You can feel like a lot in those hip flexors, a lot in our quads, in our glutes. So again, you'll bend your right knee, maybe start to try to float that left leg. Know that we will all meet up in that pyramid. So whenever you are ready, kind of stretch those right toes back. Maybe it's even wider and that back heel is up. Or if you want to keep those front toes lifted and bend that back knee, kind of play around with whatever stretch you need here. Everybody can feel it slightly different. And we'll bring our feet back together to touch. From here, taking a little crouch and curl, nose to knee. So we're all going to start to try to practice a little more of a challenging posture, a little bit of a balance here. So using our fingertips as a little bit of a tent, we're going to stay on our right toes and see if now with our hips low, we can all extend that left heel out in front. And maybe reach your arms up, finding a little balance here. Or you can start to take it into a little rock forward and back. So you're going to start to let your hips drop back, squeeze those legs, inner thighs together. You can take a little roll back, maybe try to press back up, right to there, or roll back. Keep reaching your arms forward, keep your chest leaning forward to try to come back up onto your right foot. So you can stay right where you are, balancing on those right toes, reaching tall. You can try to take it to a little rock. Use the core, sink your hips down, reaching forward. Feel that curve. Roll back. Come back to seated or roll back. Keep reaching forward. Press into that right foot. Kind of spring yourself back up. Maybe play around with that just a couple times, whether you want to rock and roll, find that core. Maybe take it into a little variation of a boat pose. Trying to feel everything pull towards each other. You can sit, or you can hang out forward, finding that balance here. Inner thighs squeeze together. And then when we need to, you're just going to slide that left foot back in, stretch those legs out, take your forward fold, maybe a little shake in those hips. And we'll start to bend our knees, taking that weight out of our right foot. So we'll bend that right knee to our chest, coming up, one leg Tadasana, bringing right knee in, squeeze. This is where you can kind of roll out that right ankle. Keeping our left arm to our leg, right arm out to the side first. Then we can slowly twist left side forward, right side back. You can add your yogi toe lock. That heel out. Slowly bending our knee in. Unwind our twist, reaching forward. Kick that right heel out. Heel touches down. We'll start to bend into our left knee. So knowing what's coming ahead, if you took it on the first side, maybe try it here. Letting those hips sink and maybe start to float that right leg just a little bit. Really feel it activate through your left side. Or if you wanted to, again, you took that stretch a little bit longer. Finding that pyramid. And I invite you, knowing that we will stretch, can you just test it out, see what it feels like to lift and hold, using your inner thighs, using your core. Keep that weight in towards your left heel, kind of leaning back. Again, finding your right hamstring stretch, whatever you need. If it's a longer pyramid, heel up, closer, bending, lifting front toes. And we'll find our feet coming back together to our crouching curl to release. Come up to our fingertips, this time staying on our left foot. See if you can start to just kick that right heel out in front. Maybe you lift up, finding a couple breaths in this balance. Or you can sink your hips down. Maybe you hold, or you start to take that roll. Curl, sitting back up. If you wanted to try that to that boat pose, or roll, keep rolling, keep reaching, press your hips back, reaching forward to lift and sit back up. Again, you can be down on the floor, or if you are okay to keep reaching, pull forward. Sometimes you might have to help yourself to kind of roll back up. Play around with that a few times, just feeling everything pulling in, getting as small and compact as you can, chest and legs, and really kicking out through one heel. When you need, stepping that right foot back in, stretching those legs out. Head nice and heavy. Again, maybe a little swing in those hips. Nod your head. And then from here, we're going to step just back to our high plank to come all the way down. We'll stretch out that front side of the body here. So coming into a locust, arms at our sides, palms up or palms face down. As we're ready, engaging the glutes. You can start to lift the chest, the arms, the legs. Now, rather than taking it to your fullest height and holding your breath, maybe back out a little bit so you can try to feel a little more comfortable and at ease as you breathe. As we're here, 4, 5. Left ear to our mat in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Release that left ear. As much as you can, letting the weight of your body completely release, let go. Right back into those full breaths along the whole length of your spine. We'll start to bring our head back to the center, and you can bring your hands underneath your forehead. We'll start with bending that left knee, reaching our left hand back, getting a little quad stretch here. Now, if being straight down doesn't do it, sticking foot into hand doesn't do it, however you are is not enough, feel free to stretch your arm, right arm out to the side. You'll release your foot for just a minute. This is going to add also a shoulder stretch. So you'll start to roll onto your right side. You can kind of even bend that right knee and then reaching that left hand back. Capture your foot or ankle and try to keep that low back long rather than arching our spine. This stretch can also change if you kind of let your knee float up or if you start to kind of point it down. Whether we are on our side or belly to the floor, just a couple breaths. And we'll release that grip slowly. Coming back to our bellies, we'll take a prone frog. So we'll keep that left knee bent and almost like an open tree. Slide that left knee up towards our left elbow. Let that foot kind of kick out. Try to keep both hip bones flat towards the ground. Sometimes it helps to kind of slide your knee out, pull back in. Keep that so letting your hips rock a little side to side. If you even want a deeper hamstring stretch, you can try to straighten that left leg out. Almost like you're making an L. Turn the left leg back down to meet our right. And we're going to switch it out. So we'll bend our right knee, taking quad stretch first. Capture that foot staying on our belly. Putting foot into hand. Or if we need to, left hand straight out to the side. Rolling onto our left. Again, maybe bend that left knee as we reach back. Rather than taking the arch through the whole spine and low back, try to flatten it out. Lengthen, almost like tucking our tailbone down. Play around with where the knee is. from where we are in quad stretches. And releasing to take prone frog, right knee will bend, sliding knee up towards the right elbow. Maybe kind of pull that knee away, let the hip rock a little side to side. You want to kick that foot out, finding that L, stretching hamstring. And releasing that right leg back down. This time we'll move to a floor bow. So bending both knees, roll those hands and shoulders up and back. Posture, engage the glutes. Start to kick up. If you took it to your highest point, you're holding that breath. Maybe a little release. We'll breathe here for 6, for 5, coming up to tabletop in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. As we release, taking tabletop, just move through your spine. Cat and cow, shift front and back, side to side. Start to come back to tabletop. We'll retuck our toes, sending our hips up into down dog. We'll stretch our right leg high, and softly bend that knee, bringing it forward. Take our runner's lunge. And walk out. So we're going to stay lifted, and just think of it as like both hands inside of that right foot rather than dropping down. So if it feels better for you to think more of your crescent moon, keeping those hips forward. We're going to lift our back knee up, take it into our side lunge. Getting into that right knee, turn those left heels down, toes up. Not staying here too long, so if you need to be up a little bit higher, feel that bend. We're going to start to shift towards our left foot, towards the back. We're going to tuck our right shin down and turn to face the left side of our mat. So we'll sit down onto that right hip. So finding our cow face leg. So this is the front of my mat. I'm kind of actually facing towards the right side. So once you find your cow face leg, maybe you're stacking those knees one on top of the other, or you're crossing your ankles. We'll take a side stretch to our left. Release that right shoulder, soften away from here. Sitting up nice and tall, taking it to the right. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll fold over the leg, arms can reach out, or wrap around the top leg. Make our way back up. We're going to turn towards our right. So actually, I want to plant that left foot. So we'll face the back of our mat, finding that low lunge, maybe thinking of it more like your crescent moon down, or that runner's lunge, hands on the inside, but staying up and tall. from here, moving into our side lunge, we'll shift, bending into our left knee. So turn those right heels down, toes up. Okay. And we'll shift towards our right foot, turning to our front, and this time tucking that left knee down. So sitting onto our left hip. Again, we'll still face the same side, so to our right, but this time our right leg is on top. Make sure our hip bones are up to the floor. From here, we'll take the left arm up and over, easy side stretch. Tall to our right, to our left. Tall, we'll fold, arms can reach out or wrap around that top knee. Sit back up. Just kind of turn towards our original front. Unwind your legs there, shaking it out. Arms reach forward, start to roll down. We've done this already a couple times here, so take your time, keeping those arms reaching forward, one vertebrae at a time. At the bottom, drawing our knees in. Take circles, take happy baby. Feel free to play around there a little bit. Stretch legs up the wall. Take that further, lifting those hips up, shoulders stand, or plow, knowing that knees can stay bent. Toes don't have to touch the floor overhead. Plows and shoulder stands. Kind of draw your knees towards your forehead. Hands compress into the floor. Roll back down. Legs up the wall. Happy baby. Soften knees to our chest. Here we'll hug the right knee in. You can release that left leg out. Supine twist. Here in supine twist, start to bring a focus and attention to our breath. Start to kind of let go of your physical body and what you feel like it should look like, what shape it should take here in our twist. You can exhale to bring the legs into the center. Ready. Switching it out. Nice and easy. Twisting. Nice and easy. Exhale, bring those legs back to the center. Finding our way into Shavasana. Lingering thoughts, last lingering movement, and turning our attention back into our breath. Nice, full, steady, and long and deep. In, moving out. We're gonna take 3 big audible breaths in our Shavasana posture. Releasing all the air out. Take an inhale. Audible exhale. Inhale. Full exhale. Last one together. Inhale. And exhale. Feel free to stay just as you are on your back. We're adding in a little bit of movement. Gently making your way to one side. To close your practice the same as you began. Seated posture. Bringing a hand to our heart center, a hand to our low belly. Whether on our backs, whether seated, wherever we are, just as you are in your own bodies. One final breath. Inhale. And exhale. To you and for you, yogi. Namaste.